Hello everybody and welcome to Something for Every Nerd. I'm Noah, and today on the channel I just want to say Happy New Year. I didn't really have a lot of the Star Wars stuff planned in a good way that I knew when they were going to come out, so just this is a very belated Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy, winter solstice, happy holiday season, and happy new year. I've got a lot of great things lined up for the channel and in my own personal life. Just for grins and giggles, one of the couple things that I have on my personal New Year's list is that I'm going to be acting and directing a lot of shows this year at my university, and hopefully I will finally be graduating this year, which is awesome. Fun things, possibly getting a Kingdom Hearts tattoo, because this is the year of Kingdom Hearts, and maybe just for S&Gs, dyeing my hair blue. I know a lot of YouTubers did it a couple years ago, like everyone got their hair dyed to match their channel or whatever. And I'm not doing it because our channel's primary color is blue, or because, I love the color blue, and it's me. So, just for S&Gs. I thought about it. I might not actually go through with it. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, so I hope you guys are all jazzed and excited about a great new year. I hope you guys have all got great things planned for yourselves as well in the coming year. So I just wanted to take this time to talk about some of the things that I have hopes for. Basically, I called it the top 18 things that I want to do / see happen on the channel in 2018. And just to preface, this is also excluding anything that Tom's got planned or that Tom wants to work on. Some of the things that some of the things on my list I haven't fully talked to him about. We have talked about them in the past. Other things are just like ideas, just like throwing them at the wall, seeing if they stick or whatnot. This is no confirmation about anything whatsoever, except for the things that are obviously confirmed that we've talked about in the past. So, top of the list, and again, this is in no specific order. I kind of did it all stream of conscious, so yeah, this is no specific order, but primarily we would like to see the channel get to 100 subs. So again, if you have friends, family, coworkers, whatever, that are interested in geeky, fun content, drop our name. But because I would love to be able to see the channel go from this to this. Because it would just be easier to try to tell people youtube.com / something for every nerd, not, just go to YouTube, search something for every nerd. Every nerd is one word. Yes, that top video is us. There you go. So, because every time I try to, tell my friends or family about it, it's, kind of a hassle trying to find us. But anyways, so, we would like to see it get to at least 100. That way we could have the custom URL, but it is not by any means a necessity. And I'll talk about that more later. And also we would like to just see the channel kind of grow like a little bit, just so that we can start to have like an open dialogue with you, the viewer. Just so that we can know, what works and what doesn't work on this channel, and we can just have like a community dialogue in that sense. One of the things that is confirmed on the channel, and I've talked to Tom about it in the past, is Spyro 2 and 3. I am going to be finishing those, and then going to either Sly Cooper or Crash Bandicoot, dependent on you guys, and I'll put a poll in the future when that actually happens. We're going to go right into 2 pretty soon here. I'm going to hopefully record it tomorrow and dive right into 3 as soon as 2 is done. And that'll take care of a lot of content for me. Because, like I said, in my personal 2018 list is that I'm going to be directing and acting in a lot of shows. I'm going to be in Romeo and Juliet. I'm going to be directing Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm hopefully going to be in a production of Into the Woods. I'm going to direct, hopefully, one last show in the winter and hopefully graduate. So that is a lot on my personal plate, not to mention home and family life and work. So having a light, easy series like Spyro 2 and 3 where I can just kind of sit down, grind through the game real easily and record, real easily and just edit real easily. And I'm not saying that because it's like an easy series to do. I'm still going to give it the same production value and the same dedication that I gave Spyro 1 and everything else on the channel. I'm just saying that it'll be easier for me to have like a weekly series like Spyro, which I know I can do because I've done it in the past. Also, talking about new content that I haven't talked over with Tom, but I feel like I discussed it with him in the past, but I'm going to discuss it with him again, and he's probably going to see this. So, Tom, if you're seeing this, don't hate me too much. Just shoot me a text. I want to do Mother's Day and Father's Day content. Last year I had the idea because Crash Bandicoot came out around the time Mother's Day happened last year. So I figured, it would be fun if, since that's my mom's favorite video game, if me and her just played like a level or two, half-hour recording session. Happy Mother's Day. I didn't think of it until like the very last minute, so I decided, oh, well, I'll just do it next year. So this year I'm going to do Mother's Day and Father's Day. I'm going to do, depending on where we are in Spyro, I'm going to do Spyro with my dad and Crash with my mom. Even though we won't be in Crash Bandicoot by Mother's Day, and we'll probably be done with Spyro by Father's Day, we're still going to do like one-off content in those areas. Or at least I am. And if Tom wants to pick up on it too, he can if he wants to, but yeah. Also, I would like very much, and my friends would like very much, if we brought back the Comic Nook. The only reason it died was because, number one, we never really had the time to get everybody in the same room to record, but since we're all on Discord all the time anyways, except for Tom, we've reasonably worked together scheduled to do the Comic Nook. And also, the only other reason that the show died was because I put far too much more work into it than it needed, and I made it far too complicated. Like, we were each reading 2 issues, we were all talking about our 2 issues in more detail than we needed to, and we were all talking about the group read in far too much detail than we needed to. So we just kind of need to like simplify and cut back and streamline like a lot of things, and I have the notes to do that. And so hopefully we'll be able to work on that and bring the Comic Nook back for real. And make it like a semi-recurrent series, like probably once a month or something like that. A lot of the ideas that I have on this list are like monthly uploads. Because again, some of the production value on some of them does take a little bit longer. That I personally and Tom personally does not have the time in our day-to-day lives to do like a weekly series of that magnitude. So Comic Nook, I'd love to bring it back. Also, we're thinking about going forward, tweeting out what the group read is going to be, and maybe streaming it. That way we can have like a community engagement where we can kind of turn it over to the chat and be like, hey, what did you guys think? What do you think about Spider-Man Noir? Which is the group read that we're going to be doing for the official first Comic Nook, because the other one was a pilot, which died. So the official first Comic Nook is going to be Spider-Man Noir for the group read. So highly recommend it. Great series. I need to read it again. Just because I forgot like a lot of the little details and I lost my notes in this mess of notes somewhere. But yeah, so tweeting it out, having like a community engagement in that aspect, being like, hey, what did you guys think? Oh, this person in the chat said this about this scene in the book, and that's a really cool idea. So something like that. Also, something Tom created with the whole Let's Talk About The Last Jedi, and he did Let's Talk About Grey Jedi this past December for our Star Wars Spectacular. I kind of had an idea that if we expanded the idea of like a Let's Talk About series, whenever we go see like a movie or something, or something in geeky, nerdy culture comes up, we could just do like a maybe one off or so video of, hey, let's talk about this and what I think about this. And that could be fun. That could be entertaining. And if more people want to join in on the conversation, we could do let's talk about blank roundtable discussion. You know, so yeah, that could be a fun thing to do in the future. Me and Tom still have to hash it out. I did talk to him about that on our way to our New Year's party with PJ and Andrew, former Something for Every Nerd members. And yeah, and we still have to do our Let's Talk About Last Jedi full spoiler discussion. Andrew wants in on the discussion, so it's going to be a roundtable idea. And we're just going to kind of talk about the film and kind of our issues with it, and we got to do it soon before the movie gets too old. Because currently it's January 4th, and the movie came out on the 15th, so time is of the essence. So anyways, speaking of Star Wars, in December, two of our big recurring projects on the series is the Halloween Spooktacular and the Star Wars Spectacular. They will be coming back again this year. Let's start talking about the Halloween Spectacular. The Halloween Spectacular this year was great. I loved it. I was also in Florida during the time, and it was a little bit chaotic because there was like a lot of pre-production and pre-recording and like uploading before my vacation, working on thumbnails and actually releasing the videos while on vacation, doing an announcement video at my resort. So it was fun, it was chaotic, and it was exciting. But one of the things that we did was Nick A. Creed, who's on our channel from time to time in our Grab Bag of Friendships, which is coming back. I took a whole... I'm going to get there when we talk about Star Wars. Anyway, so Nick A. Creed said that, the only problem that he has with our channel's Halloween Spooktacular is that I don't really do any horror games. I do Halloween content, but I don't do horror. And that's a personal thing. I hate the horror genre. Like, I love it, but I hate it. I don't like being scared. Mostly because I deal with anxiety issues on a day-to-day basis that I don't need the added anxiety of watching a movie and being like, yeah, the killer's hiding behind that tree, you gotta run. Oh, nope, they didn't. But anyways, I digress. So one of the things he said was that I need to do horror-related content. And then we kind of made a bet on the side that he would do something for my production of Hunchback of Notre Dame if I did, if I played a specific game. And then we even fought in Overwatch to solidify the bet. So anyways, we were supposed to do the first Resident Evil game, or the Resident Evil Remaster game that came out. So we were supposed to do that, but there was literally no time to record it, because by the time I came back from vacation, I really had to just buckle down and focus on classes again, coming back from vacation, get back into the swing of work, and get ready for the Star Wars Spectacular. And also, Nick was directing a show at that time too, so I had to help, with that show in that aspect. And there was a lot of personal stuff in between too, so there was just a lot going on that we just didn't get around to it. So this Halloween, I will be playing Resident Evil with him and Janky and Joe. Possibly Tom again, if we can find a time when we're all available. If not, then it'll just be me, Nick, maybe Joe, maybe Janky, dependent on everybody's availability. But definitely me and Nick, for sure, will be doing Resident Evil. Other than that, I still have to suss out a lot of what the Halloween content is going to entail, and I'm going to work on that before Halloween even comes around. I'm going to be researching games. I'm going to be looking into horror-adjacent games or Halloween-adjacent games like Costume Quest, or horror-adjacent games like, we always do Dead by Daylight. That's not a surprise. That's going to be on the channel for Halloween. But maybe the Friday the 13th video game. Who knows? Because the Friday the 13th game is sort of like Dead by Daylight adjacent. So I'll be looking into games like that even before Halloween comes around. That way, by the time Halloween does get here, we'll have everything ready to go and we can just start rolling out the content. This December Star Wars Spectacular. So the Star Wars Spectacular this year is weird because there is a Star Wars movie coming out this year. There's been a Star Wars movie coming out since 2015. There's been a Star Wars movie every year, but the Star Wars movie that comes out this year is Han Solo: A Star Wars Story. That's going to be coming out in May, not December. So I talked it over with Tom if we wanted to up the Star Wars Spectacular to May, to which we kind of discussed it and thought, no, we're still coming off that craziness from December. We don't need to go right back into it halfway through the year. So it's going to be December again this year, the Star Wars Spectacular. Hopefully Battlefront will have had a few updates by then, if I haven't already played them by then. Or there'll be some new element of Star Wars video game. I have access via PJ, former Something for Every Nerd founder PJ, that he has an HTC Vive. So I was thinking going over there and doing these Star Wars VR games. If he'll allow me. So that could be something. Or, doing Star Wars Force Unleashed 2 that I wanted to do this past December, but it didn't really seem to fit. And like I said, this year, SWOTOR, actually, I'm not sure where or when I said it. I think it might have been on the Pop Culture Podcast, but SWOTOR is going to be a continuing series, not limited to just December. There might be more in December, but Joe and I kind of sat down and said, let's just do this all the time. Like, not regular, just if we feel like playing, record, do our, light role playing, and record and upload it. It doesn't have to be bound to just December. To which I agree, and, who knows? Like I said, we could, maybe get some new cast members, along the way. There could be, new party members. Maybe some old party members could come back as Force ghosts. We don't know these things. So the Star Wars Spectacular this year is still going to be in December. Content is going to hopefully be relevant content and fun content. So yeah, we'll just see how that all plays out as we get further into the year. This one that I can't really talk too much on is just make a channel trailer. We don't have one. The channel trailer that I have set is the first Grab Bag of Friendship. And yeah, because I kind of feel like that's a good kind of jumping in point for, the random viewer that's coming across the channel being like, huh, what's this about? Oh, this is what they're about. So yeah, because in the past it was like just whatever our most popular, most recent upload was. Like there was a time it was D&D, there was a time it was Kingdom Hearts, there was a time that it was Random Moments, there was a time that it was Tom's XCOM series. So just sitting down and making a dedicated channel trailer is something that I want to do and have to do for the channel at some point. Speaking of Grab Bag of Friendship, I've been thinking about doing a spin-off of Grab Bag of Friendship called The Hot Seat Grab Bag of Friendship. So what that's going to be is sort of like a one-on-one me and a friend play game at random, just whatever. Just kind of derp around for, hour, half hour, whatever. And just chat. Just kind of shoot the breeze, just a fun little series in which you get to kind of know the personalities of the Grab Bag of Friendship and the personalities of Something for Every Nerd a little bit better. Between me and Tom and, all of our friends and guests, like Janky, Joe, and Emmy, Logan, Kofi, Nick, maybe bringing some of the old founders back, like Andrew and PJ, maybe Haikar, just a general fun time. Just like it'll still be a Grab Bag of Friendship. It's just Grab Bag, of Friendship hot seat. One of the big things that is going to happen this year, finally, I kind of hate to see it go, but it's been 2 years now, is finishing Kingdom Hearts 1. I took kind of December off from anything that wasn't Star Wars content. So there was supposed to be 2 Kingdom Hearts episodes that came out. I think it's supposed to be episodes 29 and 30. But because I was so focused on Star Wars content, it didn't happen. There was also supposed to be a Dive into the Hearts that was supposed to happen. Again, didn't happen. And there was actually legitimate news to talk about this time. But I'm going to talk about that later. So we're going to finish Kingdom Hearts 1. We still need one final recording session to beat the game because of things that you'll see in episode 30. So the final penultimate, or the final ultimate episode of Kingdom Hearts is going to be Kingdom Hearts 30.8 Final Boss Beat Epilogue. Or something to that effect. So yeah, we still have to do one more recording session to actually beat the game, and we will, because it really just would take like a second. If it we would have been done in episode 30 had things not played out the way that they did. But they did, and it's for the goof, but the goof went on a little bit too longer than it should. Anyways, so you'll have that to look forward to. Episodes 29 and 30 are coming out this month. And hopefully, episode 30.8 will be out in the beginning of February. Speaking of Dive into the Hearts, one of the things that I need to do is heavily rework that show as well. Because currently, it is bad, and I know that. The timing is off, being uploaded only once a month. And really, what the news that I do talk about, we rarely talk about at any length. We just kind of reread the headline, and whatever news blurb that we got for it, and then we talk about merch for like an hour. So yeah, the entire show needs refocused, and I'm going to refocus it, and I learned to refocus it thanks to Janky Shenanigans and the Pop Culture Podcast, which I am a frequent member on. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to focus on like the big legitimate news articles, like kind of shying away from the lower news articles of like, you know, the 358 Days book got delayed again, or Hot Topic has a new watch or a new hat or a new pair of socks, you know, shying away from those kind of articles and talking about the legitimate news articles that are going on with Kingdom Hearts. And then also, like I said, talking about the lore of the game and theories and things of that nature. There's a local cosplay group where I live, or not where I live, but near where I live, that I would like to partner with, that has this really, really great theory on like Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I want them to talk about because I will not do it justice. So partnering with, you know, people like that, to kind of help us dive off into, you know, talking about more heavy lore and heavy theories of the game. Both me and Joe really love this game. We could literally talk about it for hours. The problem is we don't. We talk about merch and passe news blurbs without going into detail, and that's my fault. So I need to rework that show from the ground up to make it good, to make it what I want it to be, to make it what I know it can be. So that is the Dive into the Heart stuff. After we beat Kingdom Hearts 1, we're going to go right into Rechain. We're thinking of having Janky do it because that's the only game Janky actually played and beat. So we thought it would be fun because he's kind of the snarky one of the Kingdom Hearts group at the moment, so he's kind of talking smack about it. So it would be fun to put him behind in the driver's seat and have him play the game. The original idea for the Kingdom Hearts stuff on the channel was to play through all of the games before 3 comes out. And especially when we got to 2.8, there was going to be a parody song that I wrote. That way we could just dive into, 2.8 and then 3. But that never happened. I still want to do the parody at some point, but the parody's kind of pointless at this time, but I still want to do it for me. And I think you guys will enjoy it as well. It was a very well written parody by me and Joe. But yeah, yeah. So we're gonna dive right into Rechain. We don't think it's completely feasible to play all the games and watch all the movies before 3 comes out this year, but we're gonna do our damnedest. We might get halfway through 2 by the end of the year, and no one knows when the game's coming out at this point. I'm praying to God that it does not get delayed. I know Nomura is really... Everyone in the Kingdom Hearts fandom is split 50-50. The game isn't going to come out, the game is going to come out. But Nomura has said up and down repeatedly that it is going to come out in 2018. He wants it to come out in 2018. Very little could stop him from having it come out at 2018. And it's still very close to the original window that he wanted to release it, which was 2018. So beating all of the games before that comes out, probably not possible. But that goes into my next topic is... I'm thinking about maybe streaming more. I know Tom wanted to do some streaming in the past. I bought the XSplit license so I could have a little bit more creative freedom to do like a couple of different things while streaming. So yeah, possibly streaming more and talking about Kingdom Hearts. Maybe doing a personal solo live stream of Kingdom Hearts. You know, just like I come home, I sit down, I live stream, we talk and chat, maybe have some people in Discord. You know, I have my own Discord, but I rarely use it because I'm on Jankies all the time. So yeah, just getting a community, a digital community together while we live stream Kingdom Hearts, and hopefully we'll be able to beat it that way, or beat all the games that way. So yeah, so just kind of doing a live stream of the Kingdom Hearts series could be fun, and like I said, a way to burn through all the games before the last one comes out. While we're talking about Kingdom Hearts, I do not have a solid plan in my brain about what I want to do with Kingdom Hearts 3 when that comes out. This franchise has meant so much to me, and this game has been something I've been looking forward to for years. We all have. Everyone in the Kingdom Hearts community has been looking forward to this. Even people who've only ever played one game have been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 just for the community, so that they can have it and we can all shut up about it. But, yeah. So I don't know if I want to just play the game for me, live stream it, that way you can have my genuine first reactions, or, you know, what, or if I'll record it just for personal, or what, I don't know. I have no plan as to how I'm going to deal with Kingdom Hearts 3 content. Maybe, you know, some of the Kingdom Hearts YouTubers I watch will have, like, a really good idea or a suggestion as to how to go about doing this, because they're also, you know, probably going to Let's Play the game, but I don't know if they're going to do, like, a personal Let's Play and then a public Let's Play or what. But, because I personally, like with Star Wars, as soon as it came out, I wanted to talk spoilers instantly. Literally, I walked out of the theater with my friends and my dad, and I was like, we need to talk about this now. So yeah, I love just being able to talk and gush about something as soon as it's come out, or as soon as it's happened. So if I was to play it first and then record it, I fear that I would be as genuine as it was the first time, and I would be leaning towards more spoilers if I did. So I don't have a plan as to how Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out on the channel, but it will at some point. Definitely this year, and definitely before the game gets too old. Speaking of playing games while they're still relevant, I want to try branching out into some newer games. Maybe some indie games, indie releases, alpha games, stuff like that, just to do more diverse and new relevant content. The only problem is that with a lot of the reasons that I don't currently is because I am a broke-ass college student. And this channel doesn't pay for itself, which is the hard thing. But it could, which goes into the next point. I'm thinking, and I've thought about it before, and Tom's kind of been on it, but I'm thinking of starting a Design by Humans account where we can sell t-shirts or mugs or whatever of different, like, jokes or whatever, memes that we create on the channel. And just general merch, like a mug that says something for every nerd, or a t-shirt with a little pocket logo that says something for every nerd, something like that. I know we aren't popular enough to make it profitable, but it's still free to create the account, so why not? And you never know, someone could. And, if someone does, that's $20 that we can put back into the channel. Or $10 or $5 or whatever. It's money that we can put back into the channel. And lastly, on the top 18 things that we want to do with this channel this year is keep having fun. Tom and I do not do this to seek popularity or become famous or rich or whatever. We do this because we want to build our talents and abilities. We want to make fun and engaging content for you, and we want to have fun doing it and making it. Like, even recording this little, like, chat video, I'm having fun making it. I make jokes at my expense. I say stupid stuff that I cut out in the editing room. But yeah, we do this because we want to have fun and we want to create fun for other people. And like I said, we don't do it because we want to become rich or famous. I mean, the merch idea, the 100 subs idea, those are all fun goals to achieve and reach, but we don't get discouraged when it doesn't happen. Like, we've been on YouTube for 2 years now, and we still haven't broken 100 subs. A lot of my friends have, but we haven't, and it can be discouraging at times, because it's like, I would really like to see the channel grow. I'd like to be able to monetize this to put money into the channel, but at the same time, we don't get discouraged too badly because we still have fun. I love doing YouTube. A lot of my coworkers and friends are always like, you're always going home and editing videos, why do you do it? And I'm like, because I love it. It's what I want to do. It's not necessarily what I want to do forever, but it's what I want to do right now. If I was better at editing, I would pursue it as a profession. And I could learn, but I'm kind of already down my current path at the moment as far as my education is concerned. But yeah, no, I do this because I have fun doing it, and it's what I want to do. And I'm sure Tom would say the same thing if he was here. That, we do this because we want to, and we want to have fun doing it. And we hope that you guys that join us are having fun too. And if you are, that's great. Let us know. We genuinely want to know if you're having fun on this channel. And if you're not, tell us how that we could make it more fun. Like I said, I know my Battlefront content wasn't funny per se, but I still had fun doing it, and I feel like a lot of people that were watching it were possibly watching it just because of the campaign mode, because they wanted to see the story, because maybe they themselves haven't bought the game because of the whole EA controversy. And I respected that. So I myself wanted to do that because that's why I was doing it. And I'm hoping that other people were doing it for similar reasons. But yeah, so we want to keep having fun, and we hope that you guys keep having fun. And again, I hope that through this year we can all, just kind of come together, have a few laughs. I mean, that's, like I said, this is why we do this. So again, Happy New Year to you. I hope that this year is filled with joy and happiness and excitement for whatever lies ahead for you, and what lies ahead for us as well. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Happy New Year, everyone.